Hi guys, I hope you are all doing well. So we'll see today's question. So today's question is based on the concept of standard deviation which we did in the last video. So if you haven't seen the explanation and concept in the last video, please see that. We will be continuing from that same idea. So today's question says there are 10 observations and it's saying the mean of 10 observations was 15. Variance was also 15, but a student who was recording this 10 observations, so number of observations are 10, he by mistakenly took 25 instead of 15. So out of 10 observations, one observation was incorrect, which was recorded by him. And he recorded, instead of 15, he recorded 25 and he got the mean and variance. We need to find the correct standard deviation for the 10 observations. So if instead of 25, we had 15 as the 10th observation, we need to find the correct standard deviation for that case, right? Let's see the solution then. We already discussed this idea last time that variance is square of standard deviation, which was summation I equals to 1 to n xi square minus x bar square, and this xi square sum is divided by number of observations, that is n, right? So we'll use this idea in this question. So first of all, let's find out what was the total sum. Mean is sum of observations. So sum of I equals to 1 to 10 because there are 10 observations. Xi means I'm finding sum of all the observations divided by number of observations. So the number of observations was 10. Mean which he got was 15. So sum of all the observations in this case becomes 15 into 10, that is 150. Right? Now, if I find the variance is known to us, that is 15 again. Summation of I equals to 1 to n xi square, I do not know that. Number of observations are 10 here, and x bar square. X bar, we already know that is mean square, that is 220. Now, if I again find the square of this, it gives me summation I equals to 1 xi square upon 10 is 225 plus 15, which is 240. And if you take that 10 also on the right hand side, it gives me I equals to 1 to n xi square. That's equal to 240 into 10, 2400, right? So this is what we get as sum of the squares of all the observations, that is 2400, and sum of all the observations, that are 10 observations, is 150. Now let's find the correct standard deviation for this question. So we already know that incorrect sum. So if I want to find the correct sum of all the observations, what I can do is I know the incorrect sum 150. From that incorrect sum, I can subtract my wrong observation, that was 25, and I can add the new correct observation, that is 50. So incorrect sum was 150 minus 25 plus 15. So this gives me 125 plus 15, that is 140. Also, what I need to find is summation I equals to 1 to 10 xi square, which is a correct sum of the squares. It will be again incorrect sum of the squares minus I will subtract the square of the incorrect observation because that was added previously. So 25 square I will subtract and I will add the new observation square, that is 15. So incorrect sum of squares we already got in the previous page. It was 2400. So it becomes 2400 minus 625 plus 225. So that gives me 2400 minus 625 and plus 225 is minus 400. That becomes 2000, right? Next thing, now if I want to find out the standard deviation, I already know it is nothing but square root of I equals to 1 to 10 xi square by n minus x bar square. I already know the correct sum of the squares of observation, that was how much? 2000, right? So 2000 upon n is number of observations, that is 10, minus x bar square. Now if I want to find the correct mean will become x bar, that is correct sum 140 upon total observations were 10. So the correct mean also becomes 14. So this is my correct mean. So what I can do is, correct mean, I can take the square of that. 14 square becomes 196. This gets cancelled with this. So 200 minus 196 becomes the square root of 4. And what is square root of 4? That is 2. So correct standard deviation which was asked to us is nothing but 2. Right? So we get the answer for this question, and the answer for the question is 2. I hope you have understood how to apply the formulas which we studied in the last video. We'll meet again tomorrow with a new concept, with a new topic, and a new question. Till then, you can like, share, and subscribe if you found this helpful. I'll continue with this series with one question every day. Right? Thank you.